Hello, I'm Doug, and this is the Taste and Sensibility channel. And today on Honey Review number 19, we're looking at Winter Park Dandelion Blossom Honey. I don't know if dandelion is a blossom. It's just a weed, right? It's those things you grow in your yard and you try to get rid of. And kids come along and blow all the seeds everywhere. But it makes a very good honey, and today we're going to take a look at it. Now, we've talked about Winter Park before. Very good company, good website, interesting descriptions of all the things that they do. And this one is labeled with a little emblem that says limited edition. So it's like dandelion's not really a crop. So it might be harder to predict when it's going to be growing. Things with an economic value like corn or oranges or I don't know how they do clover. But crops, you can expect them to be in that plot of land. And I don't know how they go around and chase dandelions. So when there's a big crop of dandelions that let the bees make only dandelion honey, it might be a very isolated event or a one-time thing in a season or every few years. So I don't know the economics of it, but since it's not a crop, it's probably harder to get a hold of. But we're going to be nosing and tasting and describing what we have here. So, well, look how dark it is. It's really dark brown. It's hard to see through. What I can see is a little hazy. So it's unusual from that viewpoint. It's darker than most. And on the smell, oh, it smells a little like honey. It's something like clover, something like wildflower, but there's an extra note. Sweaty shoes, cereal and grainy, a little bit of umami, something savory alongside of sweaty socks and shoes. Okay, well, maybe molasses. So the smell is complicated and not necessarily appealing. Someone might be scared to try this after smelling it. But oh wow, on the taste. It is pretty bold and in your face. Well, get off. It is sweet, it's molassesy, it's full of brown sugar, but it's got some honey notes that we're used to. There's a similarity to clover honey and to wildflower honey that I've had recently, but brown sugar is in there. It's sweet and full and robust. It's a little buttery tasting too, buttery. And a little, what is it? Something like root beer, sassafras roots, sassafras bark. I don't know what it is exactly. There's a little root beer like thing going on that's really faint and over in the corner. But I picked that out pretty easily. So man, I want a spoonful of this. I want to smear it all over and see what new pops out. Root beer's there. Sweetness, brown sugar, buttery, very complex, very tasty. This is pretty good for a weed. I really like this. Oh man, I want to double dip so bad, but I'll get a new spoon because I might want to let other people taste this. And if they see me double dipping on camera, they'll never trust me again. Wow. Big, strong flavor hit right in your face. Honey notes, brown sugar notes, butter notes, root beer notes. Very complex. Very well balanced. I love it. I'm going to want this on bread and tea, so here we go. Open it up as a squeeze bottle. And let's put some on the bread. This is so much faster with a squeeze bottle than with spoons and knives and some other things. And ooh, I really put it on heavy, didn't I? But I'm gonna like it, I think. So this is a seeded rye bread, so it's got some strong flavors. So let's see who wins the fight here. The fight of strong flavors. Sweet, brown sugary, some honey notes. Nothing is receding into the background. I taste the caraway, the rye. It's sweet, it's buttery. Not so much the root beer. But boy, nothing is backing away from the flavor there. So that's really good. Let's do the tea thing. This is Trader Joe's Irish breakfast tea. So it's just a mild black tea. Not a lot of strong flavors, and I'm gonna put a good dose in here. Let's see what stays. I don't want to put that away. I just want to see what stays and what flavors go away. This tea's pretty hot, so it won't take long to mix. So we're going to find out pretty quick what this is like. Ooh. Sweet. Wow, I can tell it's honey. Maybe the brown sugar is the next note, but everything else kind of fell away. It's a sweetener, you can tell that. It's some kind of honey, and then the other things are faint. So, and I put a pretty good dose in there. This is 8 or 10 ounces of a hot tea. Maybe the temperature is keeping me from tasting it. But it is pleasant, nice. There's nothing bad about it. But the flavors don't jump out of the tea the way they did on the bread. So, that's pretty good. That's pretty interesting. So I will put links down below to the Winter Park website so you can look this up. I bought this on Amazon for $16, it says here. And I've really enjoyed it. So if you are enjoying these reviews, put some comments down below. Let's have a little interaction. Subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon to get notified when these new reviews go up on Mondays and Thursdays. So there's only a few more reviews left. We'll have a few more sets of 4 or 5 honeys probably, a few more singles like this. We'll do one on eating some honey right out of the honeycomb and on presentation, a little more of a lecture than a tasting. We'll also look at local honeys and at honey spirits. So I made some mead and a shot video of the process of making the mead, and I'll have a commercial one to compare it to. And I'll have some Drambuie, which is a Scotch liqueur made out of Scotch and heather honey from Scotland and some spices. So there's lots of things in the last few videos here, so stay tuned for all those, and that's all for now.